Okay. Well, it's a pleasure. Welcome to 101.5 FM, the CHYNA NICOLE Show. We broadcast live from New York City, Mount Vernon areas, and the Bronx, and you can certainly hear us around the globe. Hello to all the continents around the world, including Africa, North America, South America, Asia, all over around the world. Hello. And we're at www.linkageradio.com, and my name is CHYNA NICOLE. Again, www.linkageradio.com. And this is CHYNA NICOLE, and we have today our special guest, scholar JADA KELLIER. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. I'm great, actually.
Great. Well, hello. Well, first of all, let's say hi to Mommy, who's listening from Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Hi, Mom. I love you very, 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 very much. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Oh, that's so special. It's a pleasure to have you on the CHYNA NICOLE Show because we do highlight amazing people on the show.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you.
Your voice is so beautiful, and you're going to inspire a whole nation in the world today with your story. We've interviewed so many people, including one of your favorite artists.
Yay, Romaine Brego. Yeah.
You want to give a shout out really quick?
Hey, Romaine, I love you. Yeah.
Okay. So let's get into your story.
Okay.
Now, we know that you are a phenomenal student, but I want to talk about your birth in Jamaica. Tell us about your childhood experience. We know you're born in beautiful Montego Bay, Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Tell about your childhood experience in school specifically.
Okay, growing up wasn't hard really, but I mean, you know, as a child, it's natural for you to go through problems at school, out of school with friends. So I always had like a friend problem, and I cared so much that most of the times I used to put those problems on my head and then not pay attention to my schoolwork and get really stressed out. However, I have a really, really, really awesome mom who always encourages me, and then I go to church, so you know, I get the word and stuff.
Okay, so you're saying that you were popular, but you didn't keep a lot of friends?
Right, that's the thing. I always passed through a lot of friends really quickly. I hardly had friends who stayed.
And why do you think that was?
I think, well, even now that I'm older, I realize that moving forward...
She's only 17, everyone. The world, she's only 17. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm only 17, but I mean, older than I was before. Moving forward, I mean, most of the times I don't think they keep up with me. Like each time I do something different or new success, it's like one more person falls off.
Well, you know, true leaders, they say, have a small, very small, close-knit circle.
That's so true.
And you're going through the challenges because you are a rising star in your own right. You're welcome. And you know, you're very fortunate. You're able to come to America from a very early age, from traveling, from to visit, and you have the best of both worlds. You came to America, and you're able to just indulge in the culture of the American culture as well as your beautiful Jamaican culture. So friends that cannot identify and don't have that similarity with you, there are going to be those challenges.
That's so true.
Yeah. So well, I'm glad you know it's not your fault. That's your privilege. You know, it's not your fault, beautiful girl. And you're blessed. Just like Chesedek said, Jaja bless, the song we just heard referring to. So now your mom has been a very good staple in your life, and you just mentioned that. Tell us about your relationship with your mother, Michelle.
Okay. My mom is my bestest friend, my number one fan, supporter. I love her so much. She is my confidant, my hero, everything. Well, heroine in this case because she's a woman, but I mean everything. She is a phenomenal woman. Shout out to my mom. You go, Michelle.
That's so beautiful. Mother and daughter tight. She's been with you from the beginning and still continues.
And she still
continues. Mm-hmm. And that's certainly important in any child's life to have their mother involved in their life.
That's really, really important.
Good for you. So tell us some great times in your experience. I know school, we understand some of the friends came and went, and that's because of you propelling and excelling in school and similarities. But they say you have to have similar friends. And
that's so true. Mm-hmm.
So tell us any childhood experiences that you'd like to share that was really pleasant.
Okay, when I went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
All time free. I would go back right now. Right now. That was
Wait, can I tell you that I do have a special surprise for you?
What?
I bought you a Mickey Mouse thumb drive at my house. I bought you. You know, this interview is one prize from CHYNA Nicole because I am a teacher, as you know.
Thank
and
you so much.
you know, I am not able to give a lot of, you know, monetary gifts, but I think that things like this that you will look
Means
back.
so much to me. I love
Don't
Mickey.
start tearing because you'll make me start tearing too, okay? And we both can't tear.
Okay.
So you do have a Mickey Mouse thumb drive, and when you looked at mine, you says, "I love this," and I wanted to wait to the interview to tell you that I bought one for you too. I bought one for you too. So that's my gift to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love you, and I would buy you more and more and more.
Yay.
Okay, so Disneyland was your absolute favorite. That's my mother's favorite.
Really?
And your
I
auntie's
love
favorite
Disney.
spot
I love
to go
it.
to. Yeah.
Magic Kingdom Parade was so awesome. And I love Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Disney. Right.
So what about Jamaica? What do you love about what in your childhood experiences? Because you're still a minor, but you know, in your younger years, what are some fascinating experiences that you had in Jamaica?
Okay, as in my island, I mean, I live where you vacate. So, I mean, Duns River Falls is my all-time favorite tourist place, vacation area. It's not just climbing the falls, but just the scenery is so beautiful, like really, really breathtaking, amazing.
You love Duns River Falls.
Yes, so that's my favorite place to go and stuff.
Any favorite teachers when you were in school?
Yes.
Yay!
Okay, I have so much favorite teachers. Well, from prep school, my favorite teacher was Mrs.
Let's talk
Parnell.
about what school did you? What are you
That was
referring to?
Montego Bay Preparatory School, right? My favorite teacher was Mrs. Parnell. Shout out to Mrs. Parnell. I love her so much. I call her mom right now. She's amazing.
What's amazing about Mrs. Panel? And what grade were you?
I was in grade 4.
Okay, how old was that? Because
That was about 10, 11.
Okay. So it'll be like 5th grade here.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But she stood behind me through everything. Like even the whole friend thing that was happening, she kept encouraging me. She was there. Like even moving up to grade 6, she was right there behind me.
Yeah.
So I love her. And up to this day, she still checks up on me and makes sure I'm doing well and stuff. So
she was there socially and emotionally for you. So what about any project? Any particular project that you worked on that you remember in that school? Particular with her and with that teacher?
Definitely. We had a cleanup actually one time. I think we had a beach cleanup that we organized together and stuff.
Oh, so it was like a humanitarian effort?
Exactly, right, definitely. And that was awesome. That was a really good experience with her.
It's similar to our Earth Day. We have something called Earth Day here,
right.
where we
want to. But
you do.
It's not that big.
Okay. So that cleanup day was only for your school, or was that an island-wide school day?
School organized.
Your school organized that day.
Mm-hmm.
And there was what fundraising involved?
No, we're just cleaning up the beaches and packed up all the plastic bottles, separated all the garbage. And then, that's us giving back to our community.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Excellent.
Yes.
So big up to your teacher. Say her name again.
Mrs. Parnell. I love you, miss.
Oh, okay. So so moving along, you graduated.
Yes.
And tell us where you graduated
and
from.
I went to the Montego Bay High School for girls. Yes.
Okay. So you went to what school? Prep school?
That was Montego Bay Preparatory School. Then I went to the Montego Bay High School for girls. And that's
Now, why do you emphasize the?
Because, we have to let people know it's the all-girls schools of all girls schools, not just in Western Jamaica, but in all of Jamaica. Please let them know. Let them know. Yeah. Right. Yes.
So, by the way, Tony Carr shout out. He doesn't like that noise, but I love it. I love it. Do you like that noise?
Yes, I do.
The other ones are kind of like what, but that was my favorite.
Perfect.
Okay, so tell us about the school.
Montego Bay High School for girls.
Montego Bay High School for girls school.
It is like a real prestigious school. All girls dream of going to the.
Why do they dream of going to that school?
Because Montego Bay High School has produced phenomenal women. Zayla McCullough, she's the Chief Justice of Jamaica right now. She graduated from Montego Bay High. You have me graduated from Montego Bay. Hello.
I love it.
Come on. It's an amazing high school. They offer so much there. It's not just academics, but extracurricular activities as well. So that's the choice to go. Okay, everybody, send your daughters to the Montego Bay High School for girls.
So tell us about the extracurricular activities you were involved in.
Okay, I was really involved. In Jamaica, they would have said me no. I was like water.
Well, that's not a bad thing when you're a shining star. You have to put yourself out there in a positive way.
I was like water. in every single thing, everything I could find. I was the president of the Performing Arts Society for 2 consecutive years. I love to dance and I love drama too. But
president of what society?
The Performing Arts Society.
Performing Arts Society.
Right. So that's dance, speech, music, everything. So yeah, I love to dance. I was a senior prefect in the 11th grade or grade 11, and I was a monitor before the year before. I was always been a student leader. I was the secretary of the Key Club.
You're very involved.
Right. So I was in a lot of stuff. A lot.
That sounds like your life was all about extracurricular and
right,
studies.
and studies, right? Because you have to keep it balanced. Because I mean, especially in Jamaica, a lot of the universities or colleges, I mean, everybody, you could say, basically is intelligent, so they want something different from somebody else. They want to see the difference, what's different about you coming into their school. They don't just want, oh yeah, you're bright. No, they want somebody who can be all rounded and great. So you have to be involved there, and that's what I did.
Excellent.
Right.
So your takeaway from high school, now that you know that you know you had the best, I like to say the best of both worlds, because you did balance. You said a really significant word, and that word is actually used all over, even at my age and older. When we go to any type of training, they talk about you being balancing your life with your your health, your work life. They always talk about your home life. They want you will have a balance, your how you live, the activities you're involved in, physical exercise, your meals that you intake. So balance is a very profound word, and you're learning that at a young age, to balance your life.
Definitely.
So was that stressful for you?
Of course. I
All
mean,
those activities.
Time management sometimes, like, even because as I said, I was the president of performing arts, so when we had our annual Christmas program, I would be at school hours up until 8 o'clock after 9. So when I went home, I was really, really tired. But there's something, I think this is one of my strengths about me. If I have to get something done, it's going to get done. So when I get home, even though I'm tired, I tell myself, okay, Jada, you know that you want to get this done, so come on, wake up, do something to wake you up, or not make you so tired anymore, because you have to do this before tomorrow morning. Because if I don't do it before tomorrow morning, I'm going to fall asleep, and then it won't get done, and then I probably won't get a grade, or I won't be able to do the test and get a good grade. So that's one of my strengths, telling myself that I have to do this. And I think that's important to, like, people set your goals. Once you see your goal, make sure you tell yourself, I'm going after it. And then once you have that, you're good to go.
I'm so amazed at you to be so young.
Thank
and
you.
so studious, and really, you have it together.
Thank you.
Now, you talk about balancing and grades, and this was an all-girls school.
Right.
How did you deal with the pressures of dating? Because you're going to an all-girls school, and we know that's a part of life as a peer, and you're in the adolescent stage right now, so that's natural. So how did you deal with that, being that you went to this all-girls school?
Okay.
And mommy's there to guide you, of course.
Right, exactly. That was one of the points of it. I mean, yes, guys, I saw guys, out of school on the weekends, we went to the movies and stuff. And there was, a bit of peer pressure there. Talk to this guy, and then I get all distracted. I'm not doing my schoolwork. But as I said, I have mommy to
there were men. So there was a male school or all boys school nearby?
You don't know Cornell College, one of the biggest all boys schools in Jamaica, not just Western Jamaica, in Jamaica,
in Montego Bay. And it's near your school.
It's not near my school. It's probably a bit 10 minutes away from my school.
Okay.
But I mean, those boys, they would walk down the hill.
Kind of like what they have in Kingston with the the girls and the boys school.
They would walk down the hill and come all the way up to Montego High. Like, they would be outside waiting for us before school even over. I'm telling you.
I wonder how the principal handled that.
They were, determined, those boys. Yeah. Right.
So do the schools, because I know the same thing happens in Kingston with the girls preparatory school and the boys preparatory school. They do a lot of activities together, because I remember one time
we work together a lot, and they invite us over a lot and stuff. For because
they don't call the term principal though.
Principal, yeah.
Oh, okay. There was a different term at this particular school I visited. Headmaster, headmaster,
They interchange the words.
Yeah, okay.
But we work together in the sense that the boys school, Cornell, they usually invite us over for stuff. So I know they had the math Olympiad, so they ensured that we were on the invitation list, Montego High. And if we have anything going on, like our expos or open day, they're open to come. So we often know each other and are working close with each other, even though we go to separate schools. And now Cornell, actually, but not from 7th to 11th grade, but for 12 and 13th grade, that's upper 6 and lower 6, they have girls going there for that part of school, right? So and most of the girls who go there are students who graduated from Montego High. So that's why you know that we have a good relationship going on.
Excellent.
Yes.
So I gather then that the organizers of both schools, they do communicate,
work together, definitely,
to have these functions.
Right.
Tell us about prom. Is it called prom in Jamaica?
Yes,
in your school?
We usually call it ball, but no, I mean, we're taking on this culture to call it prom. So I mean, it's the same thing though.
I wonder about that, because when I was growing up in Jamaica, and when I say growing up in Jamaica, I didn't grow up in Jamaica, but visiting Jamaica, Jamaica had its own, series, their own identity. And I feel like now they're trying to take much of the American culture.
I think so too.
You do. Tell us about that. And I'm not going to, don't let me forget about the ball, because I want to talk about the ball/prom.
No problem. I think so too. I think that we're adopting the American culture, and what Jamaicans don't understand is that Americans love our culture. Not only Americans, but people all across the world love our culture. They come to Jamaica just because of our culture, not just the tourist attractions, but to experience the Jamaican culture.
So how do you feel about that?
I think that we need to go back to our culture, and like people like me now, create advocates who go around and ensure that people love their identity.
Good.
They find themselves within their country and say, okay, they're proud to be Jamaican and they want to live Jamaican.
And how do you do that?
Well, you go around reminding them of the culture, because a lot of people, Marcus Garvey said that if you don't know your roots, you won't be able to
drop the knowledge, baby. Go ahead.
Like a people without a knowledge of their past history and culture is like a tree without roots. That's the exact quote that Marcus Garvey said, and I mean it's true. A lot of people, and a lot of young people especially, they don't understand the history or the past culture, so it's like blank to them, so they take on anything that comes to them. And I think it's because of this whole where the world is going through, this whole technology and stuff, we're getting lost. I think no, we need to go back outside, play a ring game, go back and do maple and those kind of things, engage in those activities so we can love our identity again. Kudos
to your mother to making sure that you know your identity.
Of course.
And yes, and those games that you play when you were younger, and showing and reminding people that you have a precious culture that you are
most
definitely
from. Love Jamaica.
Yes. So now the prom/ball.
Yes.
Tell us about that. And that's organized with both the school, the boys.
Well, our school organizes our own ball, actually, or prom. Okay. And what we do, we act, just like here,
I'm posting, that's what I'm doing, I'm looking at posting pictures of you.
As you do. Hey, guys. Just like you do here, you ask for a date to go to the prom. You get your pretty dresses, makeup, hair, nails, everything, because it's your special night. It's like this thing only happens once in Jamaica, and it's graduating from high school, so it's really an amazing night. My prom was fab. I was fab. Yeah. Yes.
So the boys, just to reiterate, the boys' school and your preparatory school were not merged for this event.
No.
Okay.
Each high school plans their own prom.
Okay. I see. All right. So now the big question.
Yay.
Yeah. So you graduated.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I graduated last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And I went to the Montego Bay Community College, and it's the University College of Western Jamaica. That's the other name. And my first year was, it was a little bit rough because, you're coming into a school. No, this school is not an all-girls school. You have boys going there too. So
it was a real rough adjusting.
Yes, it was rough adjusting.
Or difficult, rather.
It was difficult, right?
Adjusting from the all-girls
setting
school
coming into a co-ed school now. And then, it's not just girls from my previous high school, but girls from other all-girls school, other co-ed schools.
So it's a huge integration.
So it was a big melting pot, basically. Right? It was a huge melting pot. So it was a little bit hard adjusting, but I'm a sociable person, so I met a lot of new people, new faces. I learned a lot of new things, first year of college taught me a lot of new things, but as usual, I still had a goal. So at ComC, you don't have a head girl or a head boy or anything like that, because in Jamaica they have that culture. In high school you have head girl, head boy. Those are the student leaders of the school. But at ComC you have a student council president. So what I did, I ran for the student council president. So I'm now the incoming student council president, or the student council president elect for this coming year.
Excellent. Right. Congratulations.
So, thank you very much. So when I go back to Jamaica for school, I'll be the new student council president.
The new student council president?
Yes, definitely.
And you went out and you campaigned?
Yes, I did. I had to campaign. And because as I said, it's a big school, and they're not only students coming in from first year. There were students there before in third and fourth year. So, you had to let them know what you're about, what you plan to do for the school. So,
and what was that? What was your pitch?
Okay, my thing, they have this ID program where, and then students leave their IDs, and when they leave their IDs, they can't come on the school compound. So what I did, one of my ideas to them was saying that we could get an ID book. So when you leave your ID is photocopied in the book. So when they come, you can sign for that day, and then you can sign for that day, and then you get a pass to come to school. So it wouldn't stop you from missing, or it wouldn't keep you from missing a day because you left your ID.
The brilliant mind of JADA Kellier. We're speaking with JADA Kellier, the person, the beautiful student who actually is elected to be the president of her class as soon as she goes back to Jamaica. That's amazing. And the big question leads me to the big question now.
Okay.
Tell us all about, and how did this happen? You becoming the mayor, the youth mayor.
Okay.
And tell us everything about it, from the delivery, how you found out, delivery of the news, to, did you meet the prime minister?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So tell us about that.
Okay. The junior mayor of Montego Bay. I'm the junior mayor of Montego Bay. It's an amazing experience from the beginning. I knew about the junior mayor from high school, but there were things that stopped me from doing it, actually going to the actual competition. The first year, when that was in 10th grade, when I entered, they said that I had the wrong topic, so I couldn't go on to the competition. Then the other year, they told me that we got a chance the year before, so I couldn't get the chance to do it again. So I was determined that I was getting this. I told myself that, Jada, you have to do this. So when I went to come see now, they said that that's the school I'm at now. They said that I could enter it. So I wrote my speech the night before, because what happened is that's one of the things I want to change. The news kind of travels slow. Slow. So I heard the day before I had to do the speech. So when I did it now, I heard the day before, and I went home the night and I said, okay, Jada, get everything else done right now so you can write that speech. And I wrote the speech and I went over it again, and then I went to school the next day.
Tell us about the speech.
Okay, the speech was about unemployment in Jamaica.
Okay.
And methods that we can use to not have unemployment anymore.
Sure one.
Right. One of my methods was that I think persons who have been working in the particular field for a long time, they need to retire. I think so. To get new young minds, because there's so many university graduates with brilliant minds who have the capabilities and the skills to go to, do these professions, but because you have so much people who don't want to leave or retire, that's having a backlog, so nobody can enter if they don't go. So I think it's time that if you need to retire, just go.
So if you think that if you're at the age of retirement, if you're at the retirement
it's time,
age,
right? It's just time to go. Allow these new minds, because we young people, we are the future. We are the now. So allow us to come and take on these jobs, and then that prevents violence, crime, how much things, because then we're occupied by work.
I understand.
So I think
I see your point, but I'm wondering if there couldn't be a way to still have those retirees. But go ahead. Still work with you. Go ahead. Let's it's all about you.
Right.
And talk about another idea that you had.
One of my other ideas was that I know a lot of people like to go in particular fields, so they don't look at other job opportunities. So I think that what they need to do now is yes, you want to do what you want in life, but at the same time, look at what you can maximize on in other fields. So agriculture now is minimum. A little number of people are in agriculture, and I think agriculture can become a big thing, because as you said, a lot of people come to Jamaica for the food too, right? So why not maximize on this field or this sector and have more people working in the agricultural sector? And then when you have more people entering out, then you make more money and people would have jobs too.
So you're saying that you would kind of expose people who are not interested in those fields,
right, to this field, so they can get interested too. Because as I said too, it's not.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think people should, come into that field now, and then you'd find persons who are interested actually, and then more people be working there, and everybody would have a job.
So your speech went well.
Yes, it did. So at the competition now, I did the speech and it caught on, and at the end, the judges came and they said, "You are the next junior mayor." Yay!
Next junior mayor of Montego Bay.
Yes.
And how many people were in that competition?
17 actually.
17 final contestants.
So they're still counselors, but it's just that I'm the junior mayor, and then they're my counselors.
So they and you would meet with them. Did you start this whole path already?
I meet every Friday.
Oh, you do. So you're in that role
Friday
now.
To plan things, because what happened as a junior mayor, I have a responsibility to have a major project, right? Prime Minister gives us 100,000 Jamaican dollars, and we're to carry out a major project that's beneficial to the youth.
Good.
So from my installation in October, right, we started. We did a minor project, which was the Sam Sharp Leadership Initiative that I conceptualized, and I think it's a brilliant idea because that was one of the things to bring back persons to understand their culture and their history, and also educating them on how to become young leaders and encouraging them as well. So we went to schools. We went to St. James High, NAS Children's Center, and shout out to their principal. She's an excellent lady, Alexon Campbell. She welcomed us with open arms. It was really great.
Nice.
Yes, we went there. We went to Catherine Hall. We went to Flankers Primary and Junior High, and they enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it. We gave out paraphernalia like pins that said Sam Sharp Leadership Initiative, and we reminded them of their culture, why they should be patriotic to their country, and also becoming young leaders and how they can stand out and they don't have to fit in, because one of the new cultures too is that everybody has to be alike.
Well, that ropes us right back to our initial conversation when we said, how do you spread the word that you need to keep your own identity and your own culture. So you're actually physically doing that in this role.
Right.
So the installation was in October. That was my question. Okay.
In October.
October. So how long is what's the duration, the term?
It's a year. So I finished October coming. Right.
And how far along are you with your project?
That was a minor project though, but my major project I completed.
Oh, so you have a minor project and a major project.
Right. You have several minor projects.
Okay.
So even though when I get back, we're gonna have other minor projects there.
Who runs the
No, that I'm gone.
No. Who runs the youth mayoral program?
Okay, the parish council.
Okay.
St. James Parish Council.
So they're the ones who give you the projects, or you guys
come up with
we have to come up with your own problems. Right. Good. Yeah, that's good. It's always great when it comes to students come up with the problems and the solution.
Exactly.
Excellent. Go ahead.
Right. So that was one of the minor projects. And as I said, when I get back, we have other minor projects like cleanups, like just like the one I did in prep school, and going around because we have a back to school program where we want to give out, books, pencils, school bags, and that kind of thing.
So tell us about the major project.
So the major project now, which I'm so proud of.
Yes.
I'm so thank the Lord. It came off. I'm so proud of. It was St. James Youth Awards, the first St. James Youth Awards.
You should
Never
be proud.
Seen before.
You made history.
Yes.
Excellent.
History for St. James. And I thought this was an excellent project because,
tell us about the conception.
Okay, coming up with it. So as I said, we have meetings every Friday. So we all pitch our ideas. But a lot of people, they wanted to do the back to school thing bigger. But I thought that this project had to go. I just really thought that we had to do this. Why? Because I think that
you pitched this idea to the team.
I did.
Excellent, Jada, and they rolled with it.
And everybody rolled with it. I thought that young people in Jamaica, they're not recognized, and that's one of the reasons why they don't.
You're all about standing up for the young people, girl.
It's so true. Jada. They don't understand. They're not recognized, and that's why so much of them don't want to do anything. So much of them turn to other means, like they fall prey to the various ills of society. So they become scammers, they become smokers, drugs. You understand? So when we had this youth awareness now, just seeing their faces lit up, because everybody didn't win, but everybody got a certificate of participation, and being a part of something, because they didn't even know they were a part of something so great. Being a part of something so great, seeing their faces that night.
So you chose this particular community?
Well, it wasn't, no, not necessarily, because we spread the forms all across
Montego Bay.
All across Montego Bay. So all the schools, all the different youth clubs, we spread the forms. So everyone had the opportunity to do it. But what we did, we gave out forms, and we had a criteria as well. So once they met the criteria, then we had a panel that evaluated the forms, and then after the evaluation, we chose 2 winners for each category.
And what
so
the
we
category?
Had 6 categories. We had youth in service, we had agriculture, we had sports, we had academics, we had leadership, and we had a Sam Sharp mentorship award, and that's one award that we put in, because we try to look at other awards to try and get the categories, but the Sam Sharp mentorship was really our idea, because we had the initiative, so we just stay on with the Sam Sharp, and Sam Sharp is from St. James,
okay.
So right, we keep him, right? So that award, that was for somebody who, just like I said, Mrs. Parnell, somebody who encouraged you, and you feel like you can still talk to that person, not necessarily a family member, but probably a teacher, a guidance counselor, everybody, right? So we created
teachers.
That section. Yes, you go teachers, right? So we did that, and there were 2 winners from each category, but everyone got a certificate of participation, so everyone felt like, okay, I was a part.
So where was this big event held?
This was held at the Montego Bay Cultural Center in Sam Sharp Square, formerly the Montego Bay Civic Center, but it's now the Cultural Center. And it was on the 27th of June, right? And the actual mayor of Montego Bay, His Worship, Sir Glendon Harris, he was there. Our councillor, our chairman of Civic and Community Affairs, Councillor Suzette Brown, she was also there. So it was a big event. We had performances from Forbes Academy, Ariel Scott, our guest speaker. I don't know if, well, I'm sure America saw when Obama came to Jamaica, the person who introduced Obama, which was Aubrey Stewart IV. He was our guest speaker, and he's a close friend. Shout out to you, Aubrey. Right? He introduced the guest speaker. He introduced Obama, and he was actually the guest speaker at the event, and his speech was excellent.
Of course.
Persons were intrigued, they were engaged. It was an amazing night, really.
And it all started from you.
Yes.
So tell us, well, congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
And tell us about meeting the Prime Minister.
Okay, well, when we went to the because all youth mayors have to go and meet.
She was not able to attend your event?
Right. No, she wasn't able to attend. She got an invitation though. And also the youth minister.
Okay.
Lisa Hannah.
Yes.
Shout out to Lisa Hannah. Right?
Beautiful Lisa Hannah.
We had the all youth mayors were supposed to meet her, go to Jamaica House and meet her. And it was an encouraging day as well. It was really an encouraging day. The words, the encouraging words and reminders, they were excellent. And I also met the local minister. Right, Minister R. Scott, he was good too. I met him at the Montego Bay action plan, and that was good because that was how they want to develop Montego Bay, make it a better place for live, because Jamaica had a 2030 mandate, the place to live, work, do business and raise families. So we're trying to move there. However, I say we need to start paying attention to 20 now and not 2030. Let's get it done now, but things take time.
Things do take time.
Right?
I'm glad you realized
so
that.
We have to take time, but it was a wonderful
So when you
experience.
met this Prime Minister, when you met the Prime Minister, you said you went to the State House, did you say?
Right, Jamaica House.
Okay,
right.
Jamaica House. Was that, did you have like a sit-down tea?
Right, it was a sitting down time, right. It was just like a session where she spoke to us.
Oh, okay. Right. So she was just at a particular podium,
short session,
and you guys were just I understand. So you didn't get a chance to talk to her on a one-on-one level. Did you get a chance to shake her hand?
No, I didn't.
You didn't get a chance.
No,
but I'm sure she's absolutely, and I'm sure she's. Would you like to say something to her now specifically?
Minister Miller, I admire what you're doing with our country. I mean, every country needs improvement and more stuff to do, but at the same time, I must say congratulations to you as a woman who leads our country.
You said Miller.
Into great things, right? Miller, right?
Okay.
It's a woman who leads our country into great things. You are doing a phenomenal job. So kudos to you, Prime Minister.
What about Portia?
Portia, that's her.
That's
Portia
Miller,
right? Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's her.
Excellent. Is there anything you would like to say to aspiring youths who want to continue the plight that you're doing, as far as giving back, organizing events, and making a statement? Like you are all about the youth, and for them to get active and get employed. That's one of your passions, I suppose.
Yes, that is. I want to tell every youth out there listening that follow your dreams. That's one thing, and don't let anybody tell you anything else. Keep going forward. As I said, set your goals. So once you know that this is what you want, you tell yourself, I'm going to do this. So like me, I talk to myself on a regular. So like, Jada, I'm going to get this done. Right. I have to get this done. Right. So I know there's going to be a lot of deterrence and a lot of people telling you, why you're doing this. A lot of people going to be saying, you're changing on me and you don't remember me anymore. But the point is just to follow your dreams, set your goals, be determined, a go-getter, and keep going forward. And let's see change. I think us young people can do so much big things that these older people don't even know that we can do. So let's just work together, teamwork, preach love, unity, as Chronic would say. Yes. Shout out to Chronic. Love you so much, right? Yes, love and unity. And I mean, just work together to push the country forward, and probably not just the country, because some of you may come over and study, but just to work together with people and keep following your dreams. And
tell us what you want to become in life. You're already becoming. Yes. Right now, you are a phenomenal young woman.
Right.
Yeah, as Maya Angelou says, phenomenal woman. That is you. Yes. That's certainly you. Yes. But as you get older and you think about achievements, what do you want to pursue?
Well, my career goal is to become an attorney at law, one of the best attorney at laws Jamaica's ever seen. Yes. That's what I want to do. But at the same time,
and what do you know what field yet, or
I'm not sure. sure
Okay.
where exactly, but I just know I need to be a
Sounds
lawyer.
like politics.
Yes, that's a lot of people.
It sounds that way. Even though I saw you in more of an entertainer as far as
Right.
being an entertainment attorney.
Right.
Just because I know you.
Right.
But you know, listening to you today, I have a different spin on
a
things.
lot of people are saying that I should do
Because you're very passionate about change and
yes,
social and
definitely,
societal
definitely.
change.
Right. So I mean, at the same time, I mean, I would probably work with politics, but I really want to become a lawyer. Yes. So
wanna become a
I probably
lawyer.
still
And
I mean, I wouldn't drop youth advocacy. I wouldn't stop working with young people. I wouldn't stop going after the things I wanted to change. But I mean, my career, my profession, I really need to become a lawyer. Yes, I see it and I'm going after it. Right.
And you will definitely become a great.
Yes.
Who knows? You may even be a judge.
Definitely. I mean,
May
come
even
on.
be,
Hello.
you know, deciding super duper big cases.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You've been such a
you.
pleasure. We knew it was going to be amazing.
Yes.
And Jada is going to be here, friends. So if you'd like to call her up, you can certainly talk to her at 914-662-6060. That's 914-662-6060. And I'm going to play a particular song. You know, this is a person who actually was on the CHYNA NICOLE Show. And he's a good person. And I think it's befitting to play his music. All right. So he worked with Stevie Wonder.
Wow.
This is a song